Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. We're going to make some dinner real quick. I got to set up my tripod here. I have some stuff made up, but I'm ready to go, but kind of just a little pre-prep work is all I did. So I've got a plate here. I'm going to just add a little bit of soy to that because we're going to season our pork. Season the pork a little bit. A little salty anyway. And just a little dab will do ya on this. It's kind of like, I don't know, Beijing flavoring. You just put a little bit of soy sauce in and for flavor. That's about it. That's how you make your Chinese make in Beijing. They make a beautiful like pork and celery dish. And it's just really simple, kind of like this. But these are pork cutlets. So if you look at these are lean pork cube steak. You probably see them more in the Midwest. And in the South, you would get these from Publix. So this pack cost me $7.03. Just going to spread that soy around there a little bit. I guess I don't want it drenched in soy. It's a little smelling flavor there. And the last one. So this pack has 3, which is plenty for Chris and I. So I'm just going to set those to the side. Let them get happy. Now, I don't use egg wash on my katsu. It's fine without it. And I don't use flour on my katsu either. It really doesn't need it to stick to get the pan coat to stick too much. Now that I have the pork marinating a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit more of my prep work here, which entails not much. I'm going to get the, it's 5:23, I'm going to get the rice going because it can sit a bit. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up as you come on in. How you doing? Good to see y'all. Okay, we're moving over here. Now I do the kind of finger method with the rice. I am not a my stepmother was from Los Angeles, and so she's the one that taught me this method. So I've been using this method since like, I don't know, the 80s? 70s, I guess. Gosh, I'm old. So old. Yeah. She wasn't much of a cook, but she could cook some rice, let me tell you. So I don't know how much I have in there. It looks like maybe a cup and a half. Which probably means it's going to overflow when I get it on the stove a little bit, but that's okay. And I like to rinse mine a lot. Rinse it, wash it, all this stuff. There'll be a fluffier. If you like it sticky rice, don't rinse it so much. I like a little bit more loose rice. I've said this before, if you're making like a Persian to-do rice, you'll wash it like a million times. It's recommended if you let that kind of rice actually sit and soak a bit to bring out all the starch and get it really clean. Almost done here. I'm just going to fill it up. Not fill it, but I'm going to put some water in there. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to measure the top of the rice in the water to the first little joint in my finger. And if it is, and you want to shake it to get it a little more level. And shoot, it's perfect. First time. When you make it enough, you kind of know where your level is. It's crazy. Alright, so we'll get that cooking on the back. I'm gonna add salt to it because we got enough sodium going on with this Asian dish. And it'll probably be served with hoisin. It'll be served with hoisin anyway, which is gonna be salty as well. So, oops, wrong burner. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Now that I have the one that I want, I'm trying to let these green beans I have are frozen, so I'm trying to let those thaw a bit because you want them really, really dry. I'm looking at my garlic over here for the green beans. I think I want a little more. You never have too much garlic, especially this time of year. It's supposed to be good as a immune booster. But if you watch my show enough, you know my favorite authors is Leo Biscaglia, and he was Italian, of course, with a name like that. He said his school was awkward for him as a child because of the rich culture in his family. And so he said his grandmother or his mother would send him off to school with a kerchief or a bandana with garlic wrapped up in it. You know, this is to protect him from any colds or anything. And his theory was that he just stunk so bad that nobody would get close enough to get him a cold. So, oh no. Smells like something's burning. It's burning. Nothing. I gotta check. Oh. Alright, good thing I checked. Fork was there. Except for this bad garlic. Alright. And this is for the green beans. I hope this works. I hope they blister well. I've not tried them with my frozen garden homegrown green beans before. That's more like it. Got a lot of garlic. So that's about 3 cloves of garlic for my green beans. Something still smells like a burning. What's this burning? All right. Get my oil over here. Oh no, there's something burning on the bottom of this pan. Let me see. I don't know what it is. Something plastic, maybe. I don't know. It's all right. That's all right. Put my rice back. Oh, it looks like we're about to have another storm. It looks dark out there. And the wind's picking up. It smells like It smells like, it feels like we're going to have a snow. That's what it feels like. But none is predicted that I know of, but the next 2 days, I think it's supposed to get below 30. So anything could happen. Two kinds of panko. So for the breadcrumbs, we're going to use a panko breadcrumb on the cutlets. My rice is just starting to boil over here. Let me bring it over here. Let me bring all this over here. Come on. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Got a little bit of a boil going on here. I'm going to stir my rice. Put a lid on it. Turn it from high, now that it's boiling, to a low. I'm going to time that for 15 minutes. And then we'll do a 5-minute rest on that too. So I'm going to go to the, let's get the cutlets breaded. Hope y'all are having a good week. So, plain old panko. Hello, hello, Nazari. Good to see you. Nani. Nani. Alright. I need a little more, but I'll leave the lid off just in case. So, just put these over here. Make sure we have this. Let's see what the best angle is here. We'll do this. So I'm just going to take these cutlets, press them into this. These are seasoned, so they've had a little bit of soy sauce on them. A little time to chill. Oh, I'm going to put some of this pepper. It's a pepper-based seasoning. It's supposed to be for steak. I'm going to season it a little bit with that. But it's mostly pepper. It's called Trajan. Trajan. It's out of Georgia. It's out of Decatur, Georgia. So it's a Georgia product. Trajan. We really like this. It's really good on steak. All right. So we're just going to do this. Now, I know some people just put it in a bag and do this, but I only have 3 here. If I had a lot to do, maybe I'd go through all that. See, once you press it in, it all just sticks. You don't need egg or flour or any of that stuff. And that'll cut down on your carbs a little bit too. So I could have had a bigger bowl. Would have been helpful. And just push these in there. That's good. Need this, it'll dry a little bit. All right, number 2, cutlet number 2. Please hit the like button, I'd appreciate it as you come in. Get it good and covered here. We'll move on to the next one. Might need a little bit more here. This one's a big one. as many of these crumbs as I can here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little more on this one, freestyle it. All right. On the other side. I was surprised that this really works without the flour and egg, but it does. It'll save you a flour and an egg compared to the traditional way. All right. Get this mess out of the way. It's getting dark out there. Like clouds coming in from the north. Alright, almost done cleaning up here. Alright. Now comes the time. Of course, we need the big frying pan for this one, because that one cutlet's going to take up the whole pan. And as we go, pan coat that. This is going to be our green bean pan. And this. Oops, where's our Katsu pan? Oh, there it is. All right. The beans. Now, I do have a sauce for the beans. So we're going to blister the beans really well once we get there. And we're going to put some garlic in. Once they're blistered well, then we're going to toss this sauce in. I have a little bit of sriracha, soy sauce, and a little bit of honey here. That's what I got there. Now I'm going to add some pepper to that because I like pepper. And I think I might add a little bit of red pepper flake to that as well. I mean, it already has this sriracha, but a few bit more red pepper flakes never hurt anybody. Not in this household, anyway. All right. We're going to let this heat up. And put it on high to heat it up. Got 7 more minutes on the rice. It'll be ready. I've got a regular vegetable oil is all I'm using here. Nothing fancy. Because I'm frying. And well, I'm going to work on the cutlets first because I'll have to probably cook. I may have to cook them all individually. And that'll allow too for these green beans to thaw out a little bit more. They are super cold. I didn't want to nuke them because I didn't want them to get rubbery or something. I don't know. So, kind of nervous about those working or not. Either way, it's going to be good. It's green beans, soy, sriracha, peppers. It'll be good. All right, you want to heat your pan first and then add your oil. This pan is a little convexed in the center. I don't know why. It's terrible design for stainless steel. But it's just like the slightest convex. So everything wants to go to the edges and not so much in the middle. Drives me nuts. Why'd they do that? Like all my other Belgique pans are they are not flat. They're totally flat. They don't have any convex in them. So I use a skewer. I have chopsticks, but I use skewers too. Check my oil, make sure it's fine enough. Well, let's do this. I have it. It's not quite ready. It's getting there though. So y'all ready for the holidays? What are you doing? We had a great holiday. It was just simple meal with another couple people, and that was it. I am cooking pork katsu. It's a Japanese dish. It's a Japanese dish. We got rice already done over here. Well, nearly done. 4 minutes, 58, 57, 56 seconds. So that's on, the rice is on for 15 minutes, and we're going to turn it off, let it rest 5 minutes. I'm waiting for my oil to heat up, which it has about. It is ready here for my pork katsu. So we're going to give that. Get our pork in there. Like I said, we're probably only going to be able to cook one at a time. I had that on high. I've turned it down to medium. So I know my stove and my pans. There we go. Look. Here we go. Let me move you closer. Give a good look. There you go. You want to plate with a paper towel, absorb that oil when it comes out. Use a paper plate or use paper, whatever you want to use. And get a newspaper. So I'm using napkins. And here we go, ready to go. It's sliding away on its own, which is good. Alright, see what we got here. I see a little bit of browning on the edges here. Oh, nice. Nice color. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this pan over here heated up. Get our green beans ready. There's 2 minutes, 14 seconds left on the rice. This is going to splatter a lot because, like I said, the green beans are wet. And cold. So, this is the right lid, but it'll work. I'm not really hungry all of a sudden because it smells so good over here, y'all. Again, we have the pork frying on a medium temperature, preheating this pan for blistered green beans, and we got our rice going. Oh, that's pretty darn hot. And a little bit of oil in here for the green beans. It's a neutral oil. You want something without flavor. Don't use olive oil because you want the super, super high heat. Yeah, let's see what we get. Bad as I thought. It's loud. Not terrible. Rice is done. We're going to take that off the heat. Put the timer on 5 minutes for that. Put that over one more time. I had to turn the fan on, y'all. I'm sorry. How y'all doing over here? That'll be delicious. Please hit the thumbs up, y'all. This one's just a little bit more brown. I think I'm going to turn the heat up and add a little more oil. A little at a time so that our temperature doesn't go down too much on our cutlet here. What's your favorite Japanese food? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to flip on that. These are blistering nicely over here. Some burn marks already. These are blistered, baby. This one's coming out. Nice and crispy. Two. And 1, 3 going in. Add our garlic for blistered green beans. Garlic in for a little bit. A little bit more for the garlic. the heat. And flip this one. Flip this one. Oh, they need a little more, but that's all right. We'll bring this back to the heat. We're going to add our soy honey, roughed red pepper flakes. There we go. Blistered yellow wax beans. Oops. I lost my battery now. Woo.